Hello guys, my name is Cassia and I'm currently 25 years old. It's a really nice place for us to have interactions with Koreans and also Koreans with foreigners. It's a very light way for us to just have conversations about our daily basis or even our personal lives. And it's really nice because we interact in a way that we share about our own culture, and I often also know a lot about the personal life of my students, and it's a really nice exchange of ideas. Yeah, so it's really interesting. Yes, I did a lot of friends in here. It's really fun. Sometimes we hang out, we drink, or we just go clubbing, or even we just go out for having a meal together. It's really interesting, and like I said, we share a lot of experiences, we laugh a lot, so it's really fun. A lot of conversations that it's related to our personal lives. It's impossible for us to not feel like closer and at some point feel like friends. So when I see the students very often, I kind of tend to feel that they are kind of my friends. So it's nice when we ended up actually sharing a meal or even going to a place where we can be like very comfortable. Yes. To be fair, I think we don't have this kind of academy in my country, or at least I never really heard about it. So to be fair, I would love to have an academy like this for the languages that I'm planning to learn, or even, for example, I'm currently learning Korean, and I would really love to have an academy like this for Korean because so this academy is really focused in conversation, right? So it's you're not gonna really learn English in that way that you're gonna study, in that very more formal vibe. So since it is conversation, you easily and you're just like in a very natural way, you practice a lot of vocabularies and you learn different expressions. So since you have interaction with a lot of foreigners, it's easier for you to just ask, oh, am I pronouncing that wrong? Or am I saying that in a weird way? So since we are here to correct the Koreans, like even in the very beginner levels, it's very natural, and I believe that the Koreans that come here, they feel very comfortable to speak English because that's the vibe that we want to create when we talk to them. So it's like really good way to practice English. Oh, I think that Koreans should definitely not feel afraid because to be fair, mostly of them, even though they say they're very beginners, they actually are able to have conversation. But even if you don't, so this is a place that is for you to practice. So that's the main goal, the main thing. It's for you to come, and we are always welcome to just listen to you and try to understand you. So it is a place that is, you should come and make mistakes and you should just be corrected. And this is actually the main goal of the thing. So you should definitely come and learn in a very more natural way and more comfortable, and it's not gonna be. And I think that actually while having interaction with foreigners, I think Koreans will be able to learn even faster because it's easier for you to catch like the way that you pronounce things and to be corrected in the more, like I explained, like in a more friendly way, and that it becomes very more like a lot more comfortable. Please come. So like I said before, I would love to have an academy, to have experience to go in an academy like this for Korean, because like I explained, mostly of the times when we have conversation, it's just like actually really fun. So we are always like learning English, but we are talking about daily basis topics. So we share about our lives, and then it's easier for you to actually get the experience that you have in here. And if you have any plans to go abroad or even to be in a place where you're going to be surrounded by foreigners, you just learn a lot of experiences and talks that you can have in here. We have given you guys a lot of tips of how to manage and how to develop conversation. So it's like I said, it's a very friendly way for you to have the experiences in here from other experiences in the future. So it's really recommended.
My name is Kirill Zadvinsky. I came here from UK. From Koreans, I got to know a lot of people. We never hanged out, outside of the studio yet. So I'm hoping we're gonna go and hang out one time, because the people who's coming to study English, they're really nice and lovely, and I would really like to go out with them one night. So yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah, it's a really good place, and based on my experience, I think that practice English is the best way to study English. Actually, if you know the basics, you should definitely come and speak to foreigners, and especially people who know English well as well. And it's just the best way to study English. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, everyone can start with something. Everybody starts with something. Come on. So yeah, I would recommend to come here and study English. It's very, as you can hear, it's very loud out here. So the vibe is very good, really chilled and very friendly as well. So yeah, I think that it's a really good way to get knowledge about conversational level at least. So if you wanna practice like how to talk, how to maybe couple new phrases, yeah, it's just really good place to study with.
My name is Leka. Oh, I love it. I think working here it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like making friends, and it was really nice to get to know the students, and I got really close to some of the students, and it's really like nice to have casual conversations, and it's really not that hard work, but enjoyable work. I think when we have these casual conversations, naturally we find topics that we are both interested in. So it can be like a hobby, it can be traveling, or we share some things about our families sometimes, but it's totally like voluntary. We just share what we want to share, but sometimes we find these connections and we can become closer, and sometimes we even have fun together after, or meet later in a cafe or somewhere. So we can really become friends sometimes, but also like it's a great opportunity just to meet with a lot of different people. Yeah, I think it's really useful because I heard from a lot of students that sometimes the speaking is the most difficult part to practice, because they study like reading or writing most of the time in school, but the speaking part is sometimes difficult. And I think here it's just easy to start, I think, because we start with really basic conversation, and I think students can come here and they can just start having conversations, and even if someone is on a lower level, it doesn't matter because we can find a topic to talk about. Yeah, it's really you can come here with on any level. I think some people here are on a high level of the English, and some students also lived abroad or lived in the USA, but other students have no such experiences and they only studied English in school. So this is the first time they can start speaking, really. So it's really like, it's really fine, whatever background you have.